What is up, everybody? Hope you're having a great day. In this video, I want to share with you why most success advice is wrong and what you can do instead of it. The reality is that most of what we're taught by success gurus, there's actually a better way. And it's been shown by science. Lots of research from Harvard shows that there's a better way and also a much more fun way. So if you want more success and more fun, this video is for you. Now, before I get into the nitty-gritty of how this all works, I want to share with you a simple story that exemplifies this theory. So a few years ago, I was in the process of launching my first personal development course. It was called the Superhuman Blueprint, and I had set a goal of how many people were going to sign up. And I kind of equated in my mind that if I reached that goal, I would feel happy. I would be so proud of myself. I would make some money. I would have more financial freedom. I would feel like I was making a difference in the world. So because I identified that goal as, that would be success and that would make me happy, I worked super hard, both in my business. I was visualizing every night. I was doing all this stuff. And when launch ended, I had exactly the number of people that I was intending to. 40 people signed up for the course. So I was stoked. I was so proud of myself. I was so happy for about a day. And then that high subsided. And then about, a day or two later, I was like, this is interesting. I feel the same way I felt a week ago, even though I reached this big goal. So I didn't make too much of it, and I started focusing on my next big project. And same thing, worked hard, disciplined, went after it. When the deadline came for this next project, boom, I reached my goal exactly to the T. I was delighted. I was on top of the world for about a day. And then I was like, wait a minute, this is the same thing all over again. What's going on here? And I started to formulate this idea that maybe it's not true that success equals happiness. Because both times I had reached great success, and I'd had very fleeting happiness for about a day, and then I came back to baseline. Wait a minute, what was going on with that? So that led me on this huge journey to figure out what really makes us happy, what is the relationship between happiness and success, and ultimately, how should we allocate our time, our energy, and our attention daily so we can live the best life possible? I mean, isn't that the big question? And here's what I've come to realize. What we've been taught in the success world, or even in sports, or maybe in school, that success leads to happiness is actually not true. There's no real correlation. If you look at the scientific data, it actually is not true. Success does not equal happiness. And you can look at a lot of people that are multimillionaires, that have all the toys, and that aren't really happy, that are depressed. Some of them even commit suicide. Whoa, that's pretty intense. So if you look at the research from someone named Sean Aker at Harvard, what he has found is that the equation of, if I work hard, I'll have success, and if I have success, I'll be happiness, is wrong. And here's the formula that actually works. If I focus on being happy today, I will do better work, and then I will be successful. So if I focus on being happy today, I'm going to be more productive, I'm going to be more inspired, I'm going to be more creative, I'm going to be on my game. My work's going to be better, of course, and I'm going to be able to do things faster, and then success will come. And the journey will be a lot more fun because we focused on happiness on the front end. So the entire journey is enjoyable, and then hey, we reach our goal, and we open up the next level of the game of life. So this is what I call feel-good success. It's not the grind, the hustle, the constant sacrifice for some future happiness. It's actually pursuing success in a way that feels good and where we can really have our cake and eat it too. So just to give you a little bit of perspective to make this real, based on this research at Harvard, when we focus on being happy, when we are happier, our performance goes up by 25%. Our productivity goes up by 31%. If you're in the world of sales go up on an average of 37%, and our stress goes down by 23%. So overall, we're just, better at life when we're happier, and, without saying we're happier, so that's a lot more fun. So my invitation to you today is forget that old model. And maybe you've had experiences like me where you work so hard, sacrificed everything, reach your goal, yeah, so happy for a day, and then you're back. Has that ever happened to you? Let's, pop out of this bubble. Let's let that paradigm behind. There's a better way to do things, and it's happiness leads to better work, leads to success. So with this, let me share with you 3 strategies that will help you be happier today. And by doing so, lead to better results. So the first strategy is that you have to change your belief system, and you have to realize that happiness is a choice and it's available to you right now. Happiness is not some future destination that is contingent on this or that happening. Happiness is very much a choice. And every day, based on the habits you choose to take on, the thoughts you choose to think, the ways you choose to interact with people, you'll be more happy or less happy. And so that's a great news. We really are in control of our own happiness. And I can tell you from my own experience, most days I really wake up and I decide today's going to be an amazing day. And I go forth and I do that. And the odd day where I'm kind of like I'm not so intentional, I'm less happy because I didn't make the decision, because I didn't put my energy into being happy. And you can do exactly the same. So we have to start from this frame. The second strategy is I want to invite you every day to fill up all your buckets. Now, what does that mean? Well, the way I look at life, there's 5 core buckets that make up our life. So we have our work, that's one bucket. We have our fitness, our health, that's another bucket. We have our spirituality, our relationship with ourself or with the universe, with God. That's our third bucket. We have our relationships, hugely important buckets, with our family, our friends, our partner. And then we have the bucket of like fun and adventure, just, a little bit more hedonistic. And so my invitation to you, what I've found to be extremely effective is that every day I aim to fill each bucket. So I'll give you an example. Yesterday, I spent some quality time with Julie, my girlfriend, in the morning. I had a long morning ritual. I meditated. I went for a walk, kind of like an inspiration walk. I did some great work during the day. I went to CrossFit, did some exercise. I went for a walk with a friend. And then I spent more time with Julie at night, and then I relaxed, read a book. So all my buckets were filled. And so I go to bed at night. I'm like, man, what a phenomenal day. This is awesome. And my vision is for you to do the same. So think about your 5 buckets and how can you make sure every day to allocate some energy into each one so that by the end of the day, you're just like fulfilled across the board. It's not like, oh, I work 12 hours and then I just watch Netflix. Well, that's an imbalanced life. You want to have all your buckets filled. So that's our second strategy. And our third and final one, don't allow yourself to wallow in negativity. All of us sometimes, some things happens that, create some negativity in our mind. Oh, why did this person do that? Oh no, why is this happening? Oh man, I'm tired. I didn't sleep well. Realize that when this happens, you can catch yourself. You can catch it. Hey, I'm being negative. Then all I want you to do, take a deep breath and focus on something positive. Something you're grateful for, something you appreciate, something you're looking forward to. There's so many options. So catch yourself in the act of being negative. Take a deep breath and put the spotlight of your consciousness on something positive. There's so many things that you can focus on, right? Hey, this freaking tree looks beautiful. Oh, my friend John, he's so amazing. Oh man, I can't wait to go play soccer tonight. Oh, I'm so proud of myself. The work I did yesterday was on point. And then just put your mind there. So if you don't allow yourself to wallow in negativity, then it's really hard to not be happy because your mind will be in a good place. So as a summary, happiness leads to better work, leads to success. So let us focus on happiness up front, not focus on success so that we can have happiness. That doesn't work. And you don't need to go through a million cycles of that to realize it. Make this the day that you really make that switch. And then how do we be happy? Number one, accept that happiness is a choice and you get to make that choice every day through your actions, your thoughts, your choices, etc. Number 2, fill up all your buckets. Make sure that you allocate energy and time to all these things: health, spirituality, career, relationships, fun and adventure. And finally, do not allow yourself to wallow in negativity. Catch yourself, take a breath, put your mind in a positive place, and then you're back on track. If you do that, you will experience yourself as a more powerful, a more productive, a more peaceful being, and the results will reflect that. That's it for today. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, and I would love to hear from you. What is one thing you can do today to be happier? One thing you can focus on, one thing you're going to do after watching this video to go be happier. That's it, my friends. Have an amazing day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.